Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over using a data table to create a sensitivity analysis. Um, this is something came across it a couple of times early in my career working in corporate FP&A and then much more regularly now working in investment banking. It's a great little skill to pick up within Excel and to understand a lot of models you're given may already have some of these set up, but it's definitely good to understand how they work. So what we have here is just a basic DCF, forecasted out 5 years, terminal value, um, get unlevered free cash flow, and then from there we're going to calculate the enterprise value. You don't need to worry about how this model works. We'll have a video at a later date building a free cash flow model like this or a DCF. So you can try to value companies or stocks or whatever. But for today, we're just going to show you how to sensitize this. I'm assuming at this point, you're familiar with the DCF and you're just looking at how to use the data table to create the sensitivity analysis. So the first thing, let's just kind of understand here what it does. Really, the data table, what it's going to do is allow you to change kind of the important factors that change your output of your model, and then record what the new output is in a nice little table. So for example here, we're calculating enterprise value, and the big factors here that really change the valuation is our cost of capital and our terminal value. So if we change this to 12%, we'll see it goes down. If we change this up to 10, it's going to go back up a little bit. So changing these two variables can really impact the valuation that we're calculating here. So a quick way to actually summarize all of this in a nice little table and allow you to kind of mess with some of the factors is to create a data table. So really you're going to set up the terminal multiple and the WACC, a nice little table like this going in the rows and the columns. And this is going to allow us to calculate the enterprise value at each intersection here. So at 12% WACC and 8% terminal value, 12% WACC and 9 times terminal value, etc. So the first thing you want to do is in this top left corner, you actually need to link this back to the enterprise value. So whatever your output of the model is, you'll link back to right here. And a lot of these, what they'll do if you actually have someone else's model is they'll just make it white so you can't even tell it's there on the sheet. And then from here, you're actually going to just highlight the range. And we're going to go over into the data tab. We're going to do what if analysis, and then we're going to select data table. And now you'll see row input cell and column input cell. And this is where the model is actually taking these original inputs. So for row input cell, in our row here, we have the terminal multiple 8, 9, 10. So we'll go ahead and select that. And then for the column, we have 10, 11, 12, and we'll go ahead and select that. And then we'll go ahead and hit OK. And now you'll see it's actually spitting out the enterprise value at all these different intersections. So we can check it here. Say we put 8 times for the terminal multiple, and then we put 10% here, 143.85, 143.85. So it's super easy way to create a quick analysis to understand, like, is your model, you know, sensitized to, like, hey, what if we increase the terminal multiple or decrease it, change the cost of capital, how are things going to look? You can come in here and you can change these, like, right, we could change this to 12, 13, 14, and it'll update live, change this to 9, 10, 11, quickly just kind of update. It's a super powerful tool, super good for doing analysis and valuation work. Definitely something you need to learn and master if this is a field you're going into, a financially quantitative heavy field. Happy to answer any questions or comments you might have. I guess one last note on this is if you have a lot of data tables in your file, it can really slow it down. They refresh every time the file refreshes. So like if you just kind of, change an input or something, say we tweak one of these to 5%, have that flow through the model. I actually don't know if the model is linked up. But if you had everything linked up in here and it was updating the model live, it's anytime you change something, the data tables are going to refresh, that can really slow things down. So just caution you on that, but definitely a great tool to learn and much better than sitting there creating a table, manually changing the inputs, recording the value, and going from there, because there's definitely been some analysts on the first night that have spent all night doing something like that when it's a 5-minute exercise. So hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, once again, leave them in the comments below and happy to answer them. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.